So for this video, I wanted to give you an example of some problems that involve percentages or finding percentages or even converting decimals to percentages, because a lot of times in statistics you encounter this quite frequently. So let's look at this example here where I have it says convert the decimal 0.386 into an equivalent percentage. Whenever you have a decimal and you want to convert it to a percentage, all you're going to do is move the decimal place 2 places to the right. So to convert 0.386 into a percentage, it'll basically be 38.6, and then to show that it's a percent, you always want to slap on a percent sign on the very back of it. Okay. So now that you know how to convert decimal to a percent, let's say they want you to convert 12.5% into a decimal. Well, you're just going to be doing the reverse of that. So if you have 12.5%, you're going to be moving your decimal 2 places to the left, in this case right here. Now whenever I do this, like, this will be 0.125. You want to drop your percentage, and usually I put a placeholder of 0 in front of the decimal. You don't have to, but it is often a good idea just to have it because it looks better as far as the number goes. So that'll be how you convert that to a decimal from a percentage. And the value of doing that is a lot of times when they ask you to find like 12.5% of a number, like this example below, it wants us to find 12.5% of 896. Well, the word of generally means multiply. So like you're doing 12.5% times 896. Although there's no, generally most calculators don't have like a little percent sign. So what you want to do is change this into a decimal. So do 0.125 multiplied by 896. Okay. And once you do that, now you can go to your calculator and type in 0.125 multiplied by 896. And this one actually gives us a whole number here of 112. However, sometimes you might get a decimal number where you have to round it. So in that case, you'll round to the nearest whole number. So for an example, just to make up something here, if it said, do 12.9% of 896. Okay, if you did 12.9%, that'd be 0.129 times 896. Right there, it gives us 115.584. Since the 5 is larger than, it's 5 to 9, you round up. We're going to push this 5 right here to be 116. So just another example right there. Sometimes you do have to round, especially when you're in statistics and you're looking at you survey 896 people. You want to do the nearest whole person. So a lot of times you end up using a whole number instead of the decimal number, the 115.584. And then one other example that I can think of is later on in chapter 4, you're going to be working with fractions, or you're going to have division, where you have 7 divided by 12 or 7/12 if you're reading it as a fraction. Well, how do you convert that to a decimal? What you're basically going to do is just divide it out. Convert it to a percentage. You just want to divide this out. So 7 divided by 12. You'll do that. And of course, you can do this in your calculator. If you have a fraction bar, you can actually put 7 over 12 in your calculator like that, and then see what it's equal to. Or you can do 7 divided by, let me clear this out, 7 divided by 12 will also give you that number. So 0.583 repeating right there. Now, of course, we want to change it to a decimal, or a percentage, which means we're going to move our decimal place 2 places to the right. So what this is going to be is 58.3, and it says round one decimal place on this problem. So we're actually going to leave it right there, 58.3, and then put a percent sign in the back. So 7 over 12 is the same as 58.3%. Okay? And there's an example, just a few examples of places where you're going to see percentages in this statistics course right there.